Good evening, morning or afternoon, depending when you're watching this. My name is Zues, and today I have some Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which I don't think I've posted yet. I don't think I have, but this is the zombie mod on one of the Outlaws servers. I think it's called Zombie Madness. My friend introduced me to this a while ago, but I haven't played for a while, and then recently reinstalled CoD4 and went back to it and thought, let's make a nice video, and I feel like killing some zombies. Today, I'm going to talk about how I really don't like zombies and scary stuff in general. I think it just freaks me out. I don't know, like, I've never watched a horror film. I just couldn't deal with it. I can barely watch, like, okay, the Saw films, just because the new one was out and stuff, so I started looking up stuff like that, and like even just watching some of the stuff on YouTube like really freaked me out, and I couldn't even watch half of the things even though I was choosing to watch it. It was just really crazy. But I think I've sort of always had this fear, like I don't tend to watch horror films. I have Left 4 Dead 2, but I very rarely play it unless I'm playing with like 3 other people. I wouldn't play it by myself. Black Ops Zombies, I didn't like that at all, even though like the Modern Warfare 3 survival mode is basically the same thing. It's just, I just don't like the Black Ops one just because of zombies. I just hate zombies. I really don't know why as a gamer you just sort of expect me, oh, zombies, ah! But no, I just hate zombies completely. And so, I figured I'd tell you a little story that happened to me year 6. So when I was about 11. As a school trip, we all went to this sort of community thing. I don't really know what it was for. I don't think any of us knew what it was for, but it was sort of just about being good citizens and just sort of safety in general. And so there were just a few activities, to team building exercises, stuff like that. And then there was this one little thing about internet safety. And I think at that time I didn't even have internet at home, or I might have, and it was like dial up, and so I wasn't going on it that often, even though I was pretty interested in computers. There was like a brief gap when I was growing up where I just didn't go on computers at all. So we were just there. There was about 10 of us and just a computer in a room, and it was just a chat window on the computer, and they just said, just chat away, just do what you want. And so I wasn't typing, it was one of my friends. And so obviously when you're kids, you're just gonna put in random questions. I think I can't remember what we put, but it was just random stuff like hi, how are you, what's your name, where do you live, I think what are you wearing, and then just really random comments. I remember something about I like the blue sea or something really crazy, and it just we kind of just got bored. So I think like 5 minutes later we realized we just hadn't typed anything, so the door opened and they took us out and took us into the next room, and in the next room was another computer, but sitting at the computer was someone with a newspaper, so we couldn't actually see their face, and there were just chairs next to it, in front. So we all sat down. I'm getting nervous telling this story. So we all sat down, and the host or teacher was just saying, so we just did the little exercise to see what you typed in. And the problem is that when you're talking to people online, like a chat like that, you don't really know who they are. They could be living anywhere, they could be anyone, you could be in danger. And so the person next to me behind the newspaper is the person you were talking to. Would you like to see who it is? And it was like, yeah, okay. Boom! Drops the newspaper, and just some person, like a really scary mask. I think it was like a wolf mask or something. And me being the wuss that I am, I started crying, and it was just, I still have like flashbacks to that moment. Bearing in mind I was 10, so I wasn't that young. But being in a room with like 10 to 15 people in your class, bearing in mind like there's only like 30, 40 people in a normal class, and so we were split into groups of 15 people that have known me for quite a few years, and I'm just sitting there crying. And the worst bit was I actually knew the person behind the mask. She took the mask off, and it was someone that I actually used to train taekwondo with, and so that was kind of strange at the same time. But it was just, it was just so scary and so instant that I freaked out. I started crying. They were like, "Okay," we're like, "Oh, are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm fine," but like I got tears. I'm crying. I can't really do much. But like 30 seconds later, I had a cup of water. I was fine. Carried on with the talk. But yeah, that's my story of how I'm a complete wuss. But so now you know, it's out on the internet. So I hope you enjoyed that little story. I'll see if I can remember any more like that. But yeah, don't go telling anyone that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Bit of zombies, mindless killing as normal. But hey, I've been Zeus, and I shall see you all in the next one.